Baby!
I remember thinking I was fat when I was 4 years old.
Okay.
I remember standing at the bar in ballet class, looking in the mirror and comparing my body to everyone else's. I remember using food to cope with my emotional anxieties at an early age. On the outside, I had a tremendous amount of privilege growing up, which made it complicated to live amidst the pain in my mind and the trauma within my body. I started starving myself at age 11. I struggled with an eating disorder, mostly bulimia, for a full decade. I was molested for a year and a half in high school and raped my first month of college the week before my younger brother was hit by a car and killed. 2 years later, I was sitting on my bedroom floor with my best friend, and I laid out my entire life trauma by trauma and had a major realization. I was killing myself. I'd actively been putting my body in jeopardy for 10 years. Other people had violated my body, and my brother no longer had a body at all. Everyone only gets one body in their lifetime. I knew I had to start treating mine differently. I made a choice to love my body for the rest of my life, every single day. Recovery was like peeling layers of an onion. First, I promised myself that purging was never going to be an option. I learned to sit with what it felt like not to purge. Then not to binge, then not to eat emotionally, then not to fear food, then not to fear my body. Damn. And I learned that how I eat and move has to come directly from within me. It took a lot of practice. And I learned the art of intuitive eating, where I eat what I want when I want, eat when I'm hungry, and stop when I'm full. That has single-handedly been the tangible practice that's allowed me to maintain full recovery for the past 10 years.
Okay.
I witness all the ways the world tells bodies not to love themselves. From the billion-dollar diet industry to war, racism, sexism, homophobia, ableism, and all oppressions. And I know that the choice to love my body is both revolutionary for my ability to live in my own body and also the key to allowing me to love and respect other people's bodies. Because I made a choice to recover fully, I decided every day doesn't have to be a struggle. I've learned to sit with my feelings, to feel everything, and wait, and it's utterly intoxicating. And even though I love my entire body, there are moments that are difficult, and sometimes I feel fat. And when I think I feel fat, I remember that fat is not a feeling. There's no such thing as feeling fat. So when I feel fat, I know that means I'm feeling something else, and it's worth figuring out what that is. In these moments especially, I take deep, slow breaths. And I remember that my body's ability to do this incessantly, unconsciously, and involuntarily is a miracle. I choose to be grateful in these moments. Grateful for everything my body can do and everything my body has overcome. I choose to love my body.
Awesome. Awesome. I just want to say that, anyone that feels... Okay. I just want to say that if anyone feels like they're fat, or if they feel like they don't love themselves or they don't love their body, just stop, okay? You gotta love yourself before you love anybody else, okay? That's how I became who I am and what I am, okay? I love everyone. I don't discriminate. I don't hate. I only love, okay? We are all family, and we need to treat each other like that, okay? Now, if you want to change yourself because you want to, then by all means, go ahead and do it. But don't change yourself just because somebody else says it, okay? Like, if I say for example, if I say, oh girl, you need to cut your hair, I don't like that. Or, you're fat, you need to get skinny. Or like, you got too much ass. Or, you got too much stuff right here. Or, if I don't if you hear some, if you want to take somebody's opinion, and you know, let that affect you in a negative way, then just stop, okay? Because you're hurting yourself mentally and physically, even though if you don't know it, okay? Now, I'm not going to say any names, but several people came to me seeking help, asking for help because they have slit their fucking wrist because they don't think they're beautiful. They don't think they're physically right. They think they're stupid. They hate themselves. Look, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And I'm about to get fucking emotional because I don't like talking about stuff like this. Shit. I know I said this in the past, but if you think no one loves you, you're wrong. Okay? I love you. And I swear to God I love you. Okay? I mean that from the bottom of my... I was about to curse. I was about to curse because I'm getting emotional. And when I get emotional, I tend to curse. But you gotta love yourself. Fuck everyone else, okay? You come first and then everybody else, okay? I had to learn that the hard way because in my past, I always put people before me. And that, I did not know that it was going to affect me in the long run. So I had to stop that shit. I didn't have to stop caring about people. I just had to care less, but still care. But back off. I had to care less and care more about myself. Okay? And when you care more about yourself, that's when you can care more. You can care a little more about someone else. Okay? So I think that's what the message of this video was trying to give out. Just look. If you're having a hard time, or if things aren't going the right way, just come to me. Alright? And I will try my hardest to try and help you because I love helping people. And every individual person that I have helped, they turned out awesome. Alright? In every meaning of the word. So keep it cool. Keep it classy. And I love you. I do. That's right. Peanut a badass. That's right. He run these streets.